Hi, I'm Laura Fernandez. In this lesson I will be explaining basic shooting and editing techniques that are used in documentaries and TV reports. An interview is filmed with two cameras or video devices such as mobile phones or photo cameras. There are two shooting possibilities. If the interviewer is on camera, perspectives should never break the 180-degree rule, as the two subjects will be looking at each other and their positions should remain the same. You can see an example of the usual camera positions when the interviewer is on camera. If you can add a third video device, you should place it in the middle of the other cameras to shoot as two shots of both subjects. There is another possibility, that the interviewer is not on camera. This way we can use both video devices on the main subject. One of them takes a medium close-up of the subject and the other one a close-up of his face, eyes, hands or mouth. In this case, we need to make sure that the subject looks to one side of the cameras. We do so by positioning the interviewer at that side of the camera. Be aware of his height. If the main subject is sitting down, the interviewer should also sit down. We want an eye-level angle shot of our main subject. In both cases, cameras should present the same eye-level angle, 2 or 3 cameras. Regarding sound, we also have two possibilities while filming an interview. When the interviewer is on camera, we will always listen to his or her questions, but when we only see the main subject, we might cut out the questions posed by the interviewer. If we do so, we need to be aware that the audience needs to deduce the question from the main subject's answers. When we interview our key subjects, we need to remind them to indirectly include the question in their answers. We also need to be aware that he should not make any references to what he has said before, etc. When we edit the interview, we might want to eliminate a fragment or change the order of the answers, and that phrase will point out our manipulation. When we edit our interview, we normally present the image of the person who is talking, but sometimes we might insert a reaction shot of the person who is listening. This way, we will avoid boring long answers. When we insert a reaction shot, we can cut away part of the original answer. If we don't insert a reaction, we are forced to present the whole shot of the main character's answer. As if we don't do so, the audience will see an evident image cut. If we insert a reaction shot, we can first show part of the answer, listen to the end of it over the image of the reaction shot, and then continue with the image of the main subject on another part of his answer. No one will notice that we have skipped part of his answer. We can also insert other images. For example, if the main subject is talking about wine, we can insert images of breweries, bars, people drinking, etc., while we listen to his answer. This way, we keep listening to his answer while we see other shots that have been filmed elsewhere. This kind of images will also be useful when employing a narrator. We will realize a montage of these images while music or a narrator's voice is heard. We will follow the narrator's lead. If he speaks about school, for example, we will edit images of children in class, playgrounds, etc. There is another option, to use closed captions instead of the voice of a narrator. We will present a montage of these kinds of images, and the narration will be presented in writing over the images. We need to remember to use some music or continuous atmosphere to make this juxtaposition continuous in some way. This is all about documentary filming techniques. Thank you for your attention.